Hey Soul Fam, it's Jen, coming back with another read. Alright, cleanse the space, cleanse this a little bit. Hope everybody is doing well and wonderful out there. We're going to do an energy update and also get into some downloads real quick. So, downloads is A Star is Born. Okay? Being in water, memories coming to you, signs and synchronicities. A song could be saying to you. You could be listening to music. Listen closely to the lyrics I'm hearing. Coastal energy, as far as you could be seeing coastal things, driving the coast, seeing starfish, water paintings, misty blue. Van Morrison, Into the Mystic, could have a lyric in there that you need to hear. Let's see, a death and rebirth. Birds flying. When you see birds flying, circulating around, close to you, high up, you're going higher. You're going to new levels. You're in an energy that surrounds you, and this is indicating to you it's time to step up. The energy is here. You're here for a reason. You have purpose, and please go on the mission. So, with Pluto being in Aquarius and seeing all these things happen globally or where you live, 202, people sailing from coast, from Oregon to Hawaii, from Hawaii to California, skateboarding across America. We're seeing people do things where 222, they're done, they're ready to live their life to the fullest, they're ready to test their limits, they're ready to start something new. They don't want to do a dead-end job, they don't want to do a 9-to-5, they want to actually do what they came here for. And I'm hearing this is what you came for. So this is the time, 2468, to appreciate where you're at, the gratitude in your life, what's going well, how can you make it better, shining your light. Once you're ignited and once you feel the ignition or the key turn, whatever lights you up, and that's what I feel like Saturn in Aries is going to do. We're at the 29th degree of Saturn being in Pisces, and I think we feel that. We feel this fire that's there, and we're ready to start it. Like Pluto going in Aquarius was just the beginning of invention, innovation, trying new things, and now Saturn's ready to get the lesson in play. Start out the lesson. What's the what is that called? Like the lesson plan for today. What's the plan of the day? What's the plan of the week? And I'm getting Einstein, and I'm getting electricity of like how many times did it take to get that light bulb to go off? 404. For anything you're experimenting with, or if you want to start experimenting with something, some type of element, if you're good with fire, if you're good with air, if you're good, I'm hearing currents, electrical currents, and grounding. Make sure you're grounding, right? Because if you're messing with electrical stuff, like you're going to need something rubber, you're going to need a ground nearby. So, everything that you've experienced up until now in your life, it's time to put it in play. Say you went to school for something and you don't even do anything that you wanted to do with that, or you went to school for something and you don't even want to do what you went to school for. That's okay. I'm hearing like the school of life. Like we go to these, and I'm seeing like these tents, right? From like back in the day, like learning trades. You're going to all these different tents. You've accumulated all this stuff on your spiritual tool belt. And now it's like, okay, well, how would I like to be a part of? How do I need to be the apprentice? How do I need to shadow someone or to start teaching what you know? All right, and then, yeah, so a star is born, you're shining bright, and what are you meant to do with this light? And I feel like you're witnessing this, you're feeling this, you're at body, mind, spirit. You're feeling just, I'm hearing all cylinders, like all cylinders go. Like you're ready to put it in action. So I'm going to get a quick prayer in here and we'll start out. I'll timestamp, and also we could get into some other stuff. It just depends on the timing. So if you want to take 3 deep breaths with me. Okay. 1. Breathe out. 2. Breathe out. 3. Breathe out. All right. God, higher power, universe, energy of the highest white light, please be with us, heal us, protect us, and guide us at this time. And amen. I'm going to keep it real basic and simple. Whatever you believe in, whatever your higher power is, let it be here with us and give us the cards, energy, everything we need to know at this time, in this present moment, because time is fluid. So Spirit, what do we need to know at this time? Where's the current energy, Spirit? Where is the current energy? Hope everyone is doing beautiful out there. Comment, like, if you vibe, your tribe. So hit subscribe and like the video so more people can get in on the energy as well as what's going on. If it resonates, keep it. If it doesn't, let it fly. Bottom of the deck, Aquarius. Definitely feeling the star energy big time. And I don't know why I saw the star card not long ago. Ooh, Judgment just flew out. And it really gives me the vibe. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling younger. Now that Pluto is out of Capricorn, I've been feeling more spunky, more 2005, 2007, like, and just really wanting, to pick up where you left off. So, I don't know if you've ever seen the Old School movie and Frank the Tank is running. We're all going streaking, right? That's Aquarius. Like, that's the fun vibe I'm getting from Aquarius lately. The star card is, we're all going frolicking through the vineyards, right? We're ready to crush some grapes and make some juice, or just run through the fields, or put some trash bags. Like, I've seen people in the rain on hills and just like with the trash bag bodysuit type stuff, like you're, nothing crazy, but you're just sliding down a hill using the water. And that's when I'm getting a real elemental feel. We're using the elements to really get further ahead. And I'm hearing simple. It's super simple. Like, it's the frequency, it's the music. They just had a giant festival not far from where I'm at, a huge rock concert. And I'm telling you, like, it's just this vibe of like this pent up energy that I feel like so much of the collective has, and they need to like get this energy out and like reawaken and get that spunk of like we can come together, we can connect, we can jam out, we could go to a bonfire, we could listen to music, we could go to, there's all these things to do of like 10:01. Like, we're really mirroring one another. Like, I want to go have fun. I'm tired of doing a routine or having to be Little Miss Perfect or Mr. Perfect or punctual or just always on time and always having to get stuff checked off the list. Like, it's okay to take a breather. It's okay to, like, I'm seeing gears really winding, and it's judgment. Like, I feel like judgment's being called. Like, the angels, God, your higher power is like, okay, do you hear the call? It's time to get up. Get up, sleepyhead. And then what's the conflicting? All right. We could be holding on to an old way. I see the Four of Pence wanting to come out. So we're wanting to hold on to this, like, path that's, like, overplayed. It's past the expiration date. Okay, so 10 of Cups. 11:11 on the clock. Okay, so the conflicting energy, I feel, is like, if you're not partnered and you're single, or, okay, first we'll go single route. It's like, okay, if you want certain things, you're going to need to put certain footwork in. If you're not meeting anyone, 11:33, it's time to get out and go to the places where you can meet someone. If you are in a relationship and you feel like it's bland, or you feel like the honeymoon phase is done, or I just was listening to the radio this morning, a lady 3 years deep into a marriage, it doesn't feel like the honeymoon phase, and I don't know, I feel like this, like, very robotic, it's automatic, it's very bland, there's no flavor. Her partner's still in love, and she's just, I don't know, she's just going through something and calling the radio, and is this normal? So it's like a self check-in of 12:21, or doing a 10th step. Did I do a good, knocking these things out of a list, in a sense? Let me, woo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you are partnered and you're wanting to point a finger, then make sure to look back at all the other fingers pointing. So I would say a self check-in, and what did you used to do that brought joy to this relationship? What do you want to do that could bring joy to the relationship? Have you taken care of your needs? Are you doing what you would like to do? Also, self-care. Where's the self-care? Are you putting all your wants and your needs on a partner to fulfill what you could be doing for yourself? So just questions to ask yourself. If you're not feeling the passion or, a love, like, how could you switch it up? So let's see what's high above the higher self. What does a higher self want us to know? Empress. Say what? You're in your Empress era. All 4 queens. And you know what I'm getting with this is, you don't chase, you attract. So this is like, I'm getting spa day vibes. Like, if you're in a relationship and you just need to get back to self, put out a day to where you can get all your needs and wants met, so that you can be the Empress that you are. And this is feminine energy. This goes for masculine or feminine. If you've neglected the haircut or pedicure, or maybe a new outfit, or a run, going to the gym, exerting that energy that's like pent up, or writing out what's been cycling through the brain of, like, I need to get this out so that it stops. I need to stop thinking about this. It's time to put things in action. So what are we coming from? Queen of Wands upside down. Yeah. I feel like there's so much fire, or this could be your Mars energy of like how to exert the fire, how to put the fire where it needs to go. 1515, Knight of Pentacles for the past. And I can definitely, okay, say you want instant gratification. You wanted something in the past really quick, a hit. This could be, what do they call that? Dopamine. Like a dopamine hit. I want this. I want that. You gotta put the work in. Slow and steady wins the race. Things can't just appear, and especially a mindset or a mind state. We're in a negative mindset or mind state, or we're obsessing about one thing, we got to get out of our way. Let's get out of the way so that higher power can come through and put it together better than we ever could. Okay, hold on. This doesn't, let me go for, all right, rest. Are you getting the rest that you need? I want to do ones that hit the deck face up. All right, so what do we go, the dream space. And this Mars energy could be coming up in your dream space. What are your dreams telling you? What's coming through that was suppressed or not acknowledged that needs to be looked at? What's coming through in your dreams? Spirit, what do we have for dreams? Dream space. I'm hearing, all right, sorry, it's Six of Pentacles. So charity work, giving back, something's equal give and take. Maybe you did a lot for somebody in the past and it wasn't reciprocal, or you're doing a lot at work, a marriage, a partnership, some type of ship in your relationship, plural, not singular, with people to where maybe you're people pleasing, you're giving too much, or maybe if you haven't given, it's time to give. Have a little faith in me. And I'm getting, with the Page of Cups, you're giving love in a playful energy, a playful emotion, open-hearted energy. You're giving back. Okay. You could also be feeling, I'm getting, so with the Seven of Swords, this is kind of like lying, cheating, stealing energy. And what I'm getting is, so this is also a card of somebody taking all this stuff, like say it's someone taking all the ammo before a war happens. Say in upcoming, or if you are going to be seeing something that could get out of hand, or you see this going into a destructive, wild, something in front of you that you witness where it's like, oh my goodness. So say something's coming in and you're around a crowd of people. You're the one to voice, to call out, step back, you know, someone gets hurt on a field, I need an ice pack, you know, clear the scene, get in there. You're someone that's on scene that could help out. But you have to make sure that everything's safe first. 1919, get everybody out of the way. If something's coming at you, yelling, using your voice, witnessing something, writing something down. I'm getting a lot of, like, you could be healing from heartbreak. Three of Swords was showing itself. The Emperor, there could be an Aries, or you're an Aries, we have Empress and Emperor. So you could be with your soulmate, or you're about to encounter your soulmate. You're about to meet them. This is, excuse me, a person that embodies all four kings. Could be like a father figure. This could be authority. This could be a boss. This is someone that is in charge, and I'm getting like CEO. You know how you have those spreadsheets of like CEO, this sector, that sector, and it kind of breaks down? This person is in charge of a lot, and it takes a lot for them to get up out of, because they have everyone mostly doing, they're in charge of a lot of people. All right, foundation. So we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So hopes and fears is a foundation. There's not a good solid foundation yet. This card could flip. Something about a foundation. This could be you need to spread your eggs in different, 2121. Instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, I'm hearing networking. It's time to network into different areas, to not depend on one area, because the foundation might not be sturdy enough. What's the outcome? Ace of Wands. Very nice. This is passionate. This is creative energy. This is like the universe, God, right? This could be, this is like maybe driving by, let's say, a building with the whole side of the building is like a clean slate. It's a fresh canvas. And this is God like, hey, we're going to need you to paint that mural you were talking about. Remember that image? Remember that vision you had? Well, this could probably be a great place for that. You have photography, you're going to an art studio, you're passionate in one area, and your higher power is opening the door, just like planting it right there. You really want to get to somewhere, or you've got a destination on your Google Maps and it's like in 0.3 miles, take a right, and you're right at a light turns red and you're like, what the F? I want to get here. I need to be here. And you look over and you see this building. You're meant to stop where you're at. You're meant to do everything in that moment in life. So if you want to, if you're forcing something, or you're too much in your own way to what you can't see, 2323 opening up before you, you might not be able to witness what your higher power is trying to tell you. Like, hey, all these things. And if it's not that, turn the radio on a little bit. Turn up the volume, because I guarantee if you're frustrated, you want to get somewhere, you're in this go, go, go mentality, like we're not able to see what's going on, turn the radio on. Turn up the volume. Take a look around. That's a great, okay, and then that's a Limp Bizkit song as well. I feel like everything, yeah, there's no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. And this is fun stuff. See this couple right here? They get a lot done. They're meant to be here. They have purpose. The world is changing. You're changing. Internal to external. When you go in and figure out and question these things, or you could be seeing the same thing 3 times. You could be hearing the same thing 3 times. It doesn't have to be 3 times. It has, 2, 3, 4, 5. The universe is trying to communicate to you. trying to let you know something. And I keep getting like spiritual burps. Like, it has to be said. It needs to be said. There's something inside you that needs to come out. There's something inside you that needs to be said, that needs to be expressed, that needs to be in a book, that needs to be on a wall, that needs to be on a poster board, that it needs to be here in the physical form to help others and for you to be able to live your wildest dreams. 2525. And I'll hashtag all these angel numbers down below. Let's see. I think that's pretty on it. Let's get, I don't think that, yeah, let's do an oracle. Let's do romance real quick. So about 26 minutes. So what does singles need to know, Spirit? Yikes. Okay. Chemistry is the first one out. Wow. Good Lord. I'm going to take them all. 4 came out. So chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And I feel with this like yin yang, divine feminine, divine masculine, with the Emperor and the Empress being in this, when you two come together, you make magic. And you feel at ease and curious. Also, flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I'm getting pheromones, the smell, it's something's getting ignited. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Oh. So just stay positive, okay? And trust the process, my dear. This situation is calling for you to have faith, all right? Have faith. It's all working out. Divine timing, I'm hearing. All right, so for couples, Spirit, that was, let's see. What do couples need to know at this time? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. What I'm getting with this free yourself today, right here, right now, is focus on self. If you feel like I'm getting encompassed, if you feel you need to free yourself, if you always take a left when you go home, or you always have a certain route, switch it up. Something needs to be recalibrated in your schedule, making time for yourself, getting rerouted, realigned. What can you do to free yourself? And if you are in a, something that is really not feeling, I would suggest 2828, freeing yourself literally. So making a plan, right? To exit. If everything's good, what can you do to help yourself? And engagement. Say you've been dating for a year, 2 years, so on and so forth. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment. Okay, if it's not engagement, could be marriage. If you're already married, you could be doing another reception. All right, okay. Anything else, Spirit? And I'm getting that you get what you need. Oh yeah. All right. So that's sticking out. And then give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership, okay? So if you're doing everything you need to do, maybe it's couples counseling. Maybe it's just reintroducing, having a date night. Anything else, Spirit? Depends on how much was in the process, what needs to be reintroduced, what needs to be introduced for something new. And then bottom of the deck, heart-to-heart conversation. All right, maybe they don't want to hear it, right? But it needs to be spoken. Or this is, you know, flip it where it needs to go. So honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, like, and I'm getting reevaluation, evaluation, getting priorities. I'm getting, yeah, heart-to-heart conversation, sitting down, opening up, praying beforehand for sure, so that it's like cool, calm, collected, holding hands, right? You're connected, eye contact, you're in the conversation, you're engaging, right? Soul gazing, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't even matter the time, like play some music, gaze into each other's eyes so that you're feeling each other, you're connected. All right, hand over heart, know what I'm saying? Those are very magical moments and opening up. I'm hearing, what is that? Opening up. Gosh, I can't. Vulnerable, like emotionally available time. Okay. Woo. The ancient ones. Number one, because who are you? You are number one. So, let's see. We got a lot going on here. The ancient ones. You might be seeing a lot of feathers. Angels are near. Could need to play some root chakra, root frequency music. A lot of red in that card. You could be a fire sign. All right, let's see what we got going on. Number one. The medicine. The ancient ones beseech you to examine your attitudes and actions and be sure that they are of the highest integrity. Not forgiving an ancestor or yourself is keeping you from the freedom you seek. Remember, this is no longer your karma. You can break the chains that once bound you to the family drama and be free of your generational curses. Forgive the ones you need to release. Honor your biological ancestors by lighting a candle to them tonight. Love it. So you're freeing yourself, freeing the lineage that you come from, 3322, breaking generational curses. Okay, if you were a fan of Stained, Break the Cycle might be an album, 3333, that you could resonate with. You're breaking the chains. I'm also getting listen to the wind blow, and if you don't love me now, yeah, there could be some romantic stuff. Magician on the bottom of the deck. All right, you have all the spiritual tools that you need to tap in. As above, so below, infinity flows. So the table that you eat at, the food, what you're drinking, what you're intaking, what you're allowing into your vessel, how you're treating yourself, how you're treating others, every choice, every action has, something on the other end. So it either comes from love or fear, right? So what are we feeding today? So 34:34 on the clock. Much love, and I will be back with more. Mwah.